What is financial freedom? I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Pick up the free copy of the nutrition and workout guide in the description below. If you are interested, I'm currently down 40 pounds. And if you're interested in how I did that, check out the nutrition and workout guide. I'm the owner of Ensorsale. Ensorsale is family. Together we will rise up from humble beginnings to inspire others all over the world with the inspirational messages on our t-shirts. Wear your inspiration today and use code FitFutureMD for 20% off. So, I was having a conversation the other day, and basically, people that make a little bit higher salary than I do were looking for a second job using some of the skills we have. So like I'm a certified forklift operator, so they were looking for like part-time work using the forklift operator license that we have, right? Or certification. And I was like, man, why are you doing that? You make way more money than me. It's like, yeah, man, inflation is killing us, right? And, you don't really think about it, till somebody's trying to make, have a family of 5, and, that inflation cost is multiplied by people, right? I know a lot of people that follow me may have families or may not. It might just be you, it might be you and a partner. But inflation is multiplied the more people you have in your household to take care of, right? Because that's, 5 times the clothing, 5 times the food, 5 times the gas, all this, 5 times the electricity bill, 5 times the water bill, like all this stuff that, it's not really in the fine print, is the exponential or the multiplication of what the inflation is really doing to people, right? And the reason I talk about this in financial freedom is because inflation is going to affect your financial freedom number, right? So say the average American makes $50,000. What actual number would that have to be in 30 years for it to still be the same as it is today, right? So this is something that financial free people and fire movement people don't attribute to or think about when they calculate their financial freedom number. And if you don't know what a financial freedom number is, that's the number you have to get to, the net worth number you have to get to never have to work again, right? To basically be retired early, right? To replace the salary that you have now and to keep the living standards that you have, right? So also, most people are not satisfied with the living standard that they have currently, right? So why, if you're going for financial freedom, would you not hit a little bit higher number so that you can actually live the way you want to live, right? Because, if you're financially free and all you can do is sit at the house, you're not really as free as you think you are, right? So this is what I do is take $50,000 and I'll put it into a compound interest calculator and see how much that $50,000 would actually be 40 years from now, right? So, and usually that's around $90,000, right? So then I'll take the $90,000 and then I'll multiply that by 25 years. And that follows something called the 4% rule, where you could take 4% of your portfolio out and live on it, but the rest of it continues to stay in there and grow, right? And then obviously you can adjust that in real life. You can adjust that based on how the market actually did. So like last year, the S&P 500 actually lost money, right? So if your investments actually lose money, you don't take anything out, right? If you don't take anything out, then it comes back and then you take it out, right? So it's just a thing that people don't adjust for, like what real life situations will actually make you do, right? But real estate was up so high that, you may have, flipped a rental unit instead of, sold stock in your stock account, or you may be living on dividends, right? Or, whatever way you decide, because there's many different ways to reach financial freedom, right? So just saying that, there's only one way is not true. There's many, many different ways, especially in America. There's so much opportunity in America, right? So many things that, people will pay for that normal people don't even want to do, right? Like I work in wastewater treatment, right? Nobody wants to work in wastewater treatment. And, it makes it kind of have a lot higher job security, right? If you're a person looking for that. But so back to the inflation. Inflation is kicking everybody's butt, right? But what way can you have inflation work for you, right? So if everything's being inflated, that means revenue for companies is going to be higher than it's ever been before. That means the valuation of the company is going to be higher than it's ever been before, right? Why would you, how can you get on that end of the spectrum where you're going up with the companies, right? And the way you do that is you invest, right? So basically, this person works in a service industry based on tips, right? So I was like, well, hey, why don't you do like, 3 extra, so say you're waiting tables. So say you're waiting tables. Why don't you do 3 extra tables a night? You're working 4 nights a week, do 3 extra tables. So do an extra 30 minutes or something, and take that money and invest it, right? So say you get 3 extra tables. Say it's $8 a table, $10. Let's say $10 a table, make it easier. So that's $30. Let's make it $20, right? So $20, it's $80 a week extra, right? So $320 a month. And if you invested that money for the next 4 or 5 years, you're going to replace the extra job you have to have, right? At a minimum. And if you do it for another 5, you'll probably never have to work your full-time job again, right? So, and it's just math, right? And that's how to get to financial freedom, right? And then if you can add in, other things, if you can add in real estate, because, we used house hacking, right? So we Airbnb, rooms out of our house, and that basically helps pay the mortgage, helps pay the electric bill, gets all this inflation off of our backs, right? So you basically use what you have to make more money, right? Let's say I also own Ensorsale, which is a brand, right? And you have sales from the brand that can also bring you in more income and more revenue, right? I'm gonna say we really don't use it for that. We always reinvest it back into the company, right, to expand the company. And then one day, the brand will replace, your full-time salary, right? And then you'll have the choice of whether to just hire someone for that full-time salary and keep working, or to stop working and just do everything yourself, right? So you'll have that choice, right? But yeah, so that's financial freedom, right? Financial freedom is not having to go to work if you don't want to, or to go work in the field that actually makes you happy, right? Because there's so many fields right now that are just terrible, right? And they have their high stress environments. You're not really making much money. You're not appreciated in what you do. You barely have, some of them are not even having any human contact anymore, because a lot of people are still working from home, and it ends up being a tough existence for a lot of people, right? And depression, anxiety is the highest levels it's ever been. Obesity is the highest levels it's ever been. I say, and that's one of the reasons that I started this channel, right? Is to say, hey, look, I'm no exception. I got sucked in by all this high stress, bad food, not working out, not doing what I'm supposed to do, and I got up to 315 pounds as well, right? And this is the things that I did to, get that weight off me and feel a lot better, right? And hopefully I inspire you to start that journey for yourself, right? And if I have, please leave it in the comments below if I have inspired that, right? But this video is on financial freedom, right? So, financial freedom starts with your mindset, right? Mindset, and then your skill sets and your habits, right? And your mission. And if you line all that up, you will end up with financial freedom. I say this, I'm not in this video to really go over necessarily all the ways you can get to financial freedom, but I did want to highlight that my financial freedom number is higher because I adjusted for inflation, right? And like I say, talking with this guy the other day kind of made me reminded me that inflation is going to affect everybody, and it will affect your financial freedom number. So keep that in mind when you're calculating that for yourself, and what you would actually have to do to reach financial freedom, right? And most people see that number and they believe they can't get there, but you have to know that you can do the habits, have your skill sets, and get there, right? I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Do the steps it takes to become financially free today before inflation takes you out, because it's gonna take you out if you don't, right? So pick up the free copy of the Nutrition and Workout Guide if you're interested. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Inspire all the people around you with the messages on your t-shirt, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.